Gaming headsets suck. If you know me, you know that I really don't like pretty much all the gaming headsets out there. Apart from a few standouts, of course. Pretty much all gaming headsets just fail to, fulfill their job criteria of just sounding good. And this is because most gaming headsets are made by gaming companies. These gaming companies, Razer, Logitech, SteelSeries, all that stuff, are more focused trying to make a marketable product that has gamer features and gimmicks rather than making a product that is good, that just sounds. So when I saw Sennheiser and MASSDROP make this collaboration, the PC37X, I got really excited. Sennheiser and MASSDROP both make a lot of audiophile friendly focused products. So seeing them collaborate got me really intrigued and hyped. And when I saw the price of $120 I was like, this could be really, really good. So, does it live up to my high expectation? Well, you gotta keep watching to find out. Before we start, if you have any questions or anything to say really, just tell me in the comments down below. And while you're down there, go ahead and subscribe. I'll appreciate it a lot, please. Anyway, let's start with the design. As with most MASSDROP collaborations, the aesthetics of these headphones are really trying as hard as possible to stay away from anything loud or vulgar branding-wise. Even when compared to Sennheiser's own Game Zero gaming headsets, it is super clean and super aesthetic. Now the Game Zero headset is already considered quite minimalist, but they have a red ring on them. These ditch that. These have none of that BS all over it. It's just a clean, simple, matte black gaming headset with some Sennheiser logos and some MASSDROP logos here and there. It's very classy and it looks very proper and doesn't look out of place in a simple, clean setup. And I really, really appreciate this. Now, I am not going to be wearing these outside, obviously, because it's a gaming headset. So I shouldn't technically really need to care about how they look, but I still really appreciate a clean aesthetic. So thank you Sennheiser and thank you MASSDROP. Also, don't be that guy that wears a gaming headset outdoors. Just please don't. Anyway, let's continue with the design. On the left ear cup, you can find the headset mic attached with a rubber adjustable boomer. It's really, really convenient. You can mute this microphone just by moving the mic up until you hear this little click, like here. This is so convenient, by the way. I absolutely love it. I really like it as well because you can move it into a position that's super comfortable for you to use, which is a nice thing. Here you also find the port for the detachable cable, good. But this detachable cable is unfortunately proprietary. Bad. You can't always have everything, I guess. On the right ear cup, you have a nice knob for volume control. It's a simple resistor that's variable, but it's just so convenient for adjusting volume, especially when you are, say, in game or in an app doing something and you just don't have the ability to tab out to change the volume on your computer. I absolutely love this and I find myself using this way more than I thought I would, constantly just adjusting volume maybe mid-track of a song or mid-game, when suddenly the game gets really, really noisy. It's just so convenient and it's so nice to have. These are open back headphones and as you can see from the grill on the side of the ear cups, which means they aren't closed off and you can hear the surroundings with them on. Your surroundings might also be able to hear what you are listening to too, so just don't listen to anything too shady. However, from my testing, it doesn't seem that the noise leak from these headphones are too bad, so it shouldn't be absolutely atrocious and it's not like everything you play is going to be heard by someone on your right or on your left. So it's all right. So for open-backed headphones, how do they sound? Well, it's Sennheiser. How bad can it be, right? Overall, I would say it's a really decent pair of headphones sound-wise. Its sound signature is pretty warm, mid-focused with a large, I think, emphasis on the upper mids. Its mids are smooth and very, very luscious and higher vocals, smooth synths in particular, especially if they have like a phaser on them that goes left and right, sound really, really good. The bass on these are really not bad as well. It's not super punchy and powerful like some other headphones, so if you're a bass head, stay away. But the thing is, they're open back headphones, so it's to be expected, but they're still decently alright. You know, the kicks still do have a little kick in them, pun intended, and you know, anything in the low end still manages to feel reasonably exciting. So it's not the greatest, but it's also not all bad. The treble on these headphones also do get a tad hidden when the mids are really, really loud in the song. So it's like a vocalist is screaming their lungs out, and they do lack punch in some other songs, especially if they're not mixed perfectly. But it's still pretty enjoyable. It's not jarring, it's not harsh, so I like it still. Detail-wise, it's pretty good. Not super analytical, but you can definitely hear the tiny things here and there. It's not too bad. Soundstage for an open-back headphone is actually quite narrow though. It still has good separation, and positional audio is still fine on these, but it's not good as it could be, especially for gaming. So yeah, it's no HD 600 or Stax headphones obviously, but it's not terrible. So how does this translate to gaming performance? Well, the mids of these headphones really actually do a good job in helping make footsteps and explosions stand out. So that's a really nice thing in game, obviously. And the detail and positional audio of this is really good enough for discerning opponent locations and footsteps. So that's good for gaming too. However, the slightly weak bass does take away from the drama of certain soundtracks of games, or gunfire or effects tend to feel a bit weaker than a pair of headphones with really, really punchy, louder bass, which is a bummer, but there's really nothing too bad to complain about here. Compared to many other gaming headphones like the Razer Krakens, which are way too boomy and hide the sound of everything except gunshots and explosion and reverb, these sound brilliant. In fact, I think they sound great for a pair of gaming headsets. So that's a good thing. Well, how about the mic? Well, this is to me one of the best parts of the headset. It sounds clean, it sounds clear, it sounds undistorted. It's really good, and I suspect Sennheiser probably used one of the actual video mic parts in here. I reckon if I made videos with this mic, it'd still be pretty alright. So if you're an aspiring streamer, this could be a simple all-in-one solution for you, which is, in my opinion, very nice and very impressive.
So this is a mic sample of the Sennheiser PC37X. From my testing, it has sounded really good, really consistent, and it's warm and it's clear, and it does a good job rejecting surrounding background noise as well. So that's super impressive to me, and it genuinely is, to me, one of the better gaming headset microphones out there.
Impressive. But if you were to stream or game with them for hours, these headphones better be comfortable. While it's not fair to say that they are atrocious and they are terrible, I think it's fair to call them a hit or miss. My main problem with them is their high clamping force. The pads are great. Now, they're a good balance of soft and supportive, and they are quite deep as well. And the size and adjustable band of it is actually really not bad at all, but it's just so damn tight. The clamping force is really aggressive on these, and maybe because these are new, but for my big ass head, they really do get tight after a while. And this is mainly a problem because of my spectacles. If I wore the headphones a little too high, the pressure pressing down on my specs from the ear pad really digs into my skin and it hurts after a few hours. However, so long as I make sure to get it right the first time, they're alright. And I guess the tight force helps make sure that these headphones pass the aggressive headband test. They don't slip off if I swing my head too quickly, which I think is a good thing, I guess. It's a silver lining. So finally, how's the build quality of this headphone? Okay, this is actually a weak point. I think this is the weakness of it. It's not good. They feel actually quite cheap and pretty much completely plastic. A plus is that it does keep the headset light, but it really does feel quite cheap for what you pay for, which is more than $100 for a headset. Yes, there are some part of it that does feel a bit more premium, like the cable being braided and all that, and the cable being detachable as well as the little features. But build quality wise, if you're just talking straight up quality of materials and assembly, it could be really, really improved. It feels a tad flimsy and a tad broke. So I guess it's conclusion time. Is it good? Well, yeah, definitely. For a gaming headset, for an all-in-one gaming headset solution, I think it's really good. But is it worth it? Well, for the price of $120, I think it's actually quite worth it compared to at least 80% of gaming headphones out there. It's superior in sound quality, and I love the little features like mute on the mic and the volume knob. On top of that, the fact that it doubles as a pair of good music listening headphones, it really seems tough to beat. And I have to say this again, but I just love the little touches like the mic being muted so easily and the volume knob. I just find them so awesome. I use them all the damn time. So that's actually something that you might want to consider and check out. So overall, really love these headphones, love the little details, and yes, could be improved on in build quality and some other areas like the clamping force, but I have to recommend them. They're just good. They're just good. Anyway, thanks for watching. That's it for this video. If you liked it, found it helpful, please subscribe. It would be greatly appreciated. Like the video, of course, share it, comment it, all that stuff. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at ZXTech, everywhere. It's up to you, obviously, but I'll give you a hug if I could, if you do it. Goodbye.